Have you ever just stared at an English sentence totally stuck on which tense to use? Yeah, with 12 different rules, it can feel like you're trying to solve some impossible maze. But what if I told you they're all part of one, single, really simple system? Well, in the next few minutes, we are going to unlock it together.
So let's just start with a classic, right? I visited Paris last year versus I have visited Paris. I mean, they're both in the past, aren't they? But one is a finished action, it's locked in time. The other, well, the other has a direct link to now. Getting this difference right is the absolute key to sounding natural and really precise.
So here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to crack the code that holds all the tenses together. Then we'll journey through the present, the past, and the future, and you'll see exactly how it all works. And we'll finish up by giving you a super powerful toolkit to make this all feel like second nature.
All right, let's dive right in. Our first step is to completely reframe how you even see tenses. And trust me on this is the secret that changes literally everything.
Here it is. This is the single most important idea I want you to take away. Stop trying to memorize 12 separate random rules. It's just one system, and it only has two parts. You've got 3 time frames, present, past, and future, and then you have 4 aspects that just describe how an action happens. That's it. Seriously.
And this is it. This grid is the entire system in one place. Let's just trace it for a second. See the past column and the simple row? Okay, where they meet, you get finished action. And boom, that's the simple past tense. Now how about present and continuous? Where they cross, we get happening now. Every single tense is just a combination of one of these columns and one of these rows. This grid right here, this is your map for everything.
Okay, so let's put this system into practice. We'll start with the present tenses, and we're going to focus on how to pick the right aspect to say exactly what you mean.
So let's look at the 2 most common present tenses. On one hand, you have the simple present. This is for permanent truths, facts and habits. You'll see signal words like always or every day. Then, on the other hand, you've got the present continuous. This one's for what's happening right now or for things that are just temporary. The signal words here are pretty obvious, now or at the moment.
And look at how clear this becomes with some examples. I play football on Sundays. That's a routine, it's a habit, so it's simple present. But she is reading a book now. Well, that's happening at this very moment, so that's present continuous. See the difference? It's routine versus right now. Now, the perfect tenses. I know they can be tricky, but here's the key. The present perfect focuses on the result of something, or a life experience. I have finished my homework. The important part, the result, is that the homework is done. But the present perfect continuous, that's all about the duration. He has been playing since 2022. See how the focus is on how long the action has been going on? Result versus duration. Okay, your turn. Time for a quick practice. Listen. The baby sleep. What do you think? Is this a habit or is it happening right now? Well, the big clue is listen. That tells you it's happening now. So the answer is sleeping. You totally got this.
Excellent. Okay, now let's jump into the past. This is where tenses really become your tool for telling clear, compelling stories and putting all your events in the perfect order.
Here we go, another classic pair. The simple past is for a totally completed action. I watched a movie last night. It's over, it's done. But the past continuous, that sets the scene. It's the background action that gets interrupted. In the sentence, I was cooking when you called, the cooking was already in progress, right? And then the call interrupted it. So the past continuous is what gives you the context.
Okay. I want you to think of the past perfect as your own personal time machine. It lets you talk about a past that happened before another past event. This timeline makes it so clear. Look, action 1, he left. Action 2, I arrived. To connect them, you say, by the time I arrived, he had already left. The past perfect is always your flag for the earlier event.
Let's try one more. I walk home when it started to rain. So which action was the ongoing one, the background? The walking, right? The rain is what interrupted it, so the correct form is I was walking. See? You're totally getting the hang of this.
All right, on to the future. English has a few different ways to talk about what's next, and choosing the right one really just depends on how certain you are about it.
Now this is a big one. You use will for a decision you make at the moment of speaking, a spontaneous promise or an offer. Like, oh, I will call you later. But you use be going to for a plan you made beforehand or for a prediction that's based on really clear evidence. You see those dark clouds? Oh man, it's going to rain.
And guess what? The more advanced future tenses, they just follow the same core logic we've already seen. The future continuous is about an action that will be in progress at some point in the future, and the future perfect is about an action that will be completed by a certain time in the future. It's that same distinction we saw before. One is about the process, the other is about the result.
So you understand the system now. That's the hard part. Now let's give you the toolkit so you can go out there and use these tenses with total confidence.
First up, this signal word cheat sheet is going to be your new best friend. I'm serious. Words like yesterday just scream simple past. Phrases like at the moment are a dead giveaway for present continuous. And by the time, that's a huge clue for a perfect tense. Learning these is a massive, massive shortcut.
And here's your action plan. Don't just watch this, you gotta do this. Start noticing tenses when you read. Actively look for those signal words. And write a few sentences every single day using your own life. It makes the grammar stick so much better. And finally, track your mistakes. Just knowing what they are is the first step to fixing them for good.
So as we wrap up, I really want you to leave with this one thought. It is not 12 scary rules. It's one logical system. 3 times, 4 aspects. That is the code we unlocked today.
You know, Mark Twain really hit the nail on the head. The secret to getting ahead is getting started. This knowledge is only powerful if you actually use it. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start noticing. Start practicing. Start using what you've learned right now, today.
You have the system, you have the map, and now you have the tools. So the only question left is for you. Where are you going to begin? Which tense are you going to master first? Your journey to fluency starts right now.